So, I mentioned before that I was intending to get my off screen grinding, as much grinding as possible done off screen. Well, I definitely committed to that. I got a major amount of grinding done, both karma wise and money wise. And I didn't do anything as far as buying equipment other than specific things because I wanted to show as much of that as possible on screen. And we also have one other interesting thing that happened that I should explain. And that is Joshua is now Judith. Yep. This was actually a pretty interesting thing that happens at one of the cyber clinics, which is also like the street doc clinics. Basically, if you have a certain contact and you have a certain amount of money, you can ask the street doc to change your gender. So you can become a female, basically having a sex change operation, and I am totally making all this up. What I actually did was find a mod online for the Genesis Shadowrun, which replaces the male protagonist with a female one. And I did this for the main reason because in real role-playing games, I prefer playing female characters. I've just always been that way. I figure I'm a guy in real life. I like playing what I can't necessarily be. So this is why I very rarely play humans. And I like playing females instead of males. So this mod was right up my alley. So the character's named Judith, basically because it has the same number of letters as Joshua. And that way sentence spacing would stay constant. There are only a few changes throughout the game. The first is anywhere where the word brother would be used in terms of the player's relationship to Michael is now sister. For example, when you first start the game and go to Stoker's Coffin Motel, Stoker will say, "So you're Michael's sister, eh?" There are supposed to be gender pronoun changes. I have run into one where one of the gang still says "get him," so I am going to get in touch with the mod author about that. It has been about 4 years since the mod's been put out, so I don't know if anything will happen, but we'll give it a shot. Yeah, at least I can do is say, "Hey, great mod," but I happen to see this. There is also an effect for one character later in the game. The character's name was Eileen Two Fists, and she was the second best street samurai in the entire game. This was her sprite, or her character portrait rather, and her sprite is what's being used for the main character now. Excuse me. So later on, oh no, it said HIM. Yeah, it spelled it out. But the character is now known as Isaac Two Fists. And when we get to him, he will have Joshua's street samurai portrait. But yes, this doesn't affect anything else. The rest of the game is still going to be the same. It's just going to be some gender pronoun, occasional confusion, and hopefully it'll be very little. So, as I mentioned, I did a lot of grinding. As we take a look at the Pocket Secretary there, I have a ton of money, as you can see. Over 1 million new yen. I will show you how I got that money a little bit later on. But suffice it to say, I did an add up of pretty much everything in the game that I was going to eventually need or want, and did continued Matrix data steal runs until I had enough. Yeah, pretty much. Actually, this may still not be enough. I have had GMs that have allowed me to take 30 points resources twice in order to get something done. I usually have to do that with rigger characters too, because the first 900,000 usually goes into the car. But yes, plenty of money for everything we're going to need. And also, as of right now, plenty of spare karma. And I have jacked a lot of my skills and attributes up pretty far. Two of the ones I didn't bother with are strength, melee combat, and also throwing, because I don't really have that much use for grenades, and with a strong enough firearm skill, it's very rare that I'm going to have to resort to melee. I might eventually build up melee and give myself some spurs, just in case. I haven't quite decided yet. But I haven't bought any cyberware yet because I'm waiting for something to happen that'll discount stuff, and also want to show it off. And you can see reputation is at 3, so we're starting to move up in the world. So yes, a lot of Matrix runs, a lot of slumming for Gunderson. I do actually happen to have some frag grenades, by the way. Every once in a while that undercover cop thing turns out to be, well, I guess I can't say legitimate, but he actually turns out to be a real arms dealer. So you can get budget frag grenades. It's just rare. Okay, so if I can remember where the hell I am, I'm at the jump house. Okay, this is where I want to start off with things, because one of the first things I want to do is go talk to the Halloweeners. This is going to be pretty fun. It's going to be a lot of shopping trips and meeting people. Entering an abandoned shack, you are accosted by a member of the Halloweener gang. If you want to live, you better have a real good reason to be here. I want to talk to your boss. Man, you got guts coming in here and saying that. I ain't never heard of you, so why should the boss? Cough up 500 new yen and I'll make sure he'll hear about you. Now, we have two options here. We can do that, and then I believe he will charge us, or try to charge us again for it. He watches you carefully as you pay him off. I just raised prices for nobodies like you. I want 500 more. That'll be enough funding, Green Jeans. Walk this way. He limps into the building, and then we get to see the boss. But we're not going to do that. We're going to take things a little different way. Sorry, I changed my mind. Yeah, right. Come back when you have some creds or you've made a name for yourself. Well, we're going to go ahead and do that right now. Glow City? I'm not familiar with that. Oh, here we go. Dreg's coming after me again. Interestingly enough, I found out something, actually several things I didn't know about this game in doing some research. One is you actually can earn karma after killing a certain amount of people, including innocent people, which is kind of strange. I guess it's a throwback to the earn experience by slaughtering things ways of D&D. Oh, okay, that makes sense. And you also earn money after in the Matrix after crashing, or not money, karma, after crashing a certain amount of ice, which are bad enemy programs, basically. So we're going to go into the karma screen here. Now we have 51 karma. As you can see, I just earned some more by offing people, because, you know, why not? And what we're going to do is knock up our reputation. In the last few minutes, we became a big shot. And let's see, what else do I want to... I'm going to take the firearms up. Can't quite take negotiations up. And for those times when I get the crap beat out of me, I'm going to go ahead and raise the biotech. Okay, I'm satisfied with that. So now we're going to go back to the Halloweeners, and it's going to be a much different story because people know who Judith is. Entering an abandoned shack, you are accosted by a member of the Halloween gang. You want to live? I want to talk to your boss. The boss has been expecting you. Follow me. Uh-huh. You see? A lot different now. You are led into a dark room deep in the building. It is somehow brightened by the surprising charisma of the leader of the Halloweeners. Good day and well met, friend Judith. I am Ratspike. Well, what can we do for you? Maybe protect you from my boys, or perhaps introduce you to a dear friend of ours. So I need protection from your gang. There's not really too much of a big deal in doing that, but it is nice to not be bothered by the Halloweeners, so we'll do that in a moment. What we're really after here are some contacts. Our friends are your friends, Judith. Let me give you the name of our boss. Simply slip me 10,000 new yen and I'll slip you the name. Deal? This is a bargain. It really is, so yes. The man is Agira Tatsumi. He is the head of the Seattle Yakuza and should be treated with utmost respect. Don't tell him I sent you, dig? Thanks for the biz, Judy. And now, you see another change there with the female mod. Normally it would be Josh, but change to Judy. You are promptly shown to the door. Oh yeah, and by the way, if anybody has any objections about Judith, remember, it's not like she killed someone. It's not like she drove a spiteful spear into his spine. I meant side. I screwed that joke up. Now I'm going to... Ratspike is here and looks in good spirits. Hey, everyone, it's my good friend Judith. And I'm going to go ahead and get protection from the gang. Fork over 3,000 creds and my boys will treat you like a ghost. How's about it? Rockin'. He gives you a patch of a jack-o'-lantern to attach to your jacket. This will keep my boys from exhibiting such rowdy behavior in your presence. I ain't promising nothing, mind you. After all, boys will be boys. Thanks for the biz, Judy. You are promptly shown to the door. So this is not going to completely eliminate Halloweeners attacking us, but it will lessen the amount of time they do it. Now, we have a very important person to call. Now, just to explain real quick how the organized crime goes in this game, there is a mafia and there is a yakuza. The mafia contact, I forget his name, but the mafia don you meet through the I-5ers gang, and you cannot be aligned with both the mafia and the yakuza at the same time. The other important thing to know is that whichever gang you do not align with, the gang associated with the enemy will attack you on sight. So this is going to lock out a lot of the stuff with the I-5ers. So let me just double check my sheet and make sure that I wasn't going to need them for anything. I'm pretty damn sure I don't. Yeah, the good thing is that a lot of stuff comes through the contacts and not a lot comes through the gangs. The I-5ers basically offer you the same kind of thing that the Halloweeners just did. Protection from the gang. In their case, it's an ear cuff you wear. So what you get for aligning with the Mafia is threefold. First off, you get free lodging at a hotel in the Penumbra district or the Pulliup Barrens, I forget which. But yeah, you can stay there for free. But then again, since you can go to the Redmond Barrens and just stay at Stoker's, you know, it's not that big a deal. The second thing, Lone Star stays off your back. which means you can carry around illegal stuff without having them try to seize it or have to bribe them if they notice it. But there is an item you can get later that does the exact same thing. So you can buy that privilege. And the final thing is, as an ally of the Mafia, you get a discount at the Crime Mall, which is in the Pulyup Barrens and has illegal tech and weapons and armor. But the prices there are not that bad in the first place, especially if you have high negotiation. And if you're allied with the Yakuza, you are not locked away from the Crime Mall. You can still buy stuff there. So overall, the Yakuza is the much better deal. And you'll see why in just a moment. The vid phone is blanked. Identify your purpose. You identify yourself and ask to speak to Mr. Tetsumi. You are known to us, Judith. You have unknowingly interfered and aided in our operations on many occasions. Now you come to us as an ally. Do you wish to join our order and be bound as one of the Yakuza forever? It's very odd, just as an aside, that the Yakuza are perfectly fine with having Gaijin in their organization. I don't believe they ever traditionally did that. But then again, the world of Shadowrun is different than most. So yes, we do. So it is done. I will call Tetsumi-san and inform him of your decision. And let's see, I think the vidphone display remains blank as Agira Tetsumi's pleasant voice modulates through the speaker. Arigato, Judith-san. For your devotion, I grant you these things. There is a place called Little Chiba in the Redmond Barrens. They are under our protection and will give you extraordinary service at a discounted rate. I also have acquired a supply of military-issue combat armor. I spent a lot of time and money to get them, but I will sell you one for 30,000 new yen. This is the best armor in the entire game. It is illegal, so I'm going to hold off on this until I get the permits. So I won't end up losing it if Lone Star gets their nose in my face. But yeah, this is a great reason alone to side with the Yakuza. Lastly, I have many powerful mages in my employ. They have created an item that will increase the magical abilities of the one who holds it. I will sell this power focus for 80,000 new yen. Do you have anything to say? And there's another reason, because I believe that is the strongest power focus in the game. So you can get more powerful spells out without having extra drain, which normally would sap your character's mental strength. And on top of that, you can normally get spell focuses for individual spells, but if you have a strong power focus, you only need to carry one thing. But I don't yet have any mages, but we're going to be solving that pretty soon. Right now, we're going to say neg on that, chum. May the Yakuza guide you, Judith-san. Okay, so now that we have that discount, let me do some cyberware shopping, and I want to see exactly how good the discount is. Little Chiba's Chop Shop is recognized as one of the most competent cyberware installers in Seattle. Their technicians and surgeons are extremely skilled, thus they have the ability to install powerful cyberware. A salesman walks up. I have a great amount of cyberware. Please feel free to browse or buy. Our medical facilities are also available if you require treatment. I am in need of your services. Please step this way. Cyberware. Okay, now, if I remember correctly, a data jack before was something about 400 new yen. So yeah, you can see the difference that got made here. In fact, actually, at I think when I had my negotiation at 6, the data jack was 364. The cyber eyes were 3,173. The hand razors were 1,814. The the spurs were 4,532. The Smart Link was 1,814. Muscle replacement was 10,875. Dermal plating was 3,446. And wired reflexes were 27,189. Yeah. So, yes, massive discount. But I am going to go compare the prices to one other place, which is the other place where cyberware is sold. Yeah, it's still the same quality, Warrior, but it's as they say in Shadowrun, you are who you know. You need a ride, chum? You say you want to get to the Renraku Arcology? No perspiration, chum. It'll cost you 20 new yen to get there. How about it? Sure thing, cabbie. Hop in, chum. Interestingly enough, I found with the cabbie, he's, a company man storms up to you. It's John Cena. Hey, you can't get away with this. Don't think I don't recognize you. I can't see you. Attack, talk to him, walk away. Let's talk to him. Wait, you aren't Miss Parker, are you? I could imagine that it would probably be Mr. Parker if we were still playing the regular game and not the female mod. So, hey, good catch there. I am very sorry to have bothered you. The confused man scurries off. But, the fuck was I saying before John Cena interrupted me? I've totally lost my train of thought. Oh yes, the cabbie. The cabbie, will sometimes charge you like 40 new yen to go some of the further out places, especially to the Barrens. But he will gladly take $20 to get the hell out of there. Okay, so yes, as you can see, they have outpriced the Renraku Arcology at this point. So yes, there is no reason for us to go anywhere other than Little Chiba's. Which I figure is the whole point of having the Yakuza Alliance potential in there. We'll get around to some of these other places in a bit. First off, I got essence burning a hole in my soul. You know who I feel the worst for? The people who, like the McDonald's equivalent in Shadowrun World is McHugh's, and the food is even worse than regular McDonald's. I feel bad for the people working at the McHugh's inside the Arcology. Cause just being, doubly screwed like that. Let's see. Cyber Eyes augments vision to counter invisibility and increase combat effectiveness. Hand razors I'm not going to bother with because they're inferior to the spurs. And if I want something melee, spurs are really what I want. But we'll come back to that in a moment. Muscle replacement, implanted synthetic muscles, which increase both strength and quickness. Now, I'm going to check something real quick, actually. Okay, my quickness is maxed. My strength obviously is not. I'm pretty sure that anything I get augmented, I can still raise up to the regular with karma without interfering. And even so, strength is not a big priority in this game anyway. In regular Shadowrun, yeah, I'm definitely all over strength. Dermal plating. Okay, yeah, increased combat speed. I absolutely freaking want that, especially given how expensive it is. Okay, so I have rating 1 wired reflexes. I'm going to go ahead and get some dermal plating. I'm going to go ahead and replace my muscles, because who needs muscles? Get some cyber eyes. Spurs in case I have to get up close and personal. One. Getting a bit low on essence here. I don't really know 5th edition at all. Because, like I said, I played it before and did not care for it. Yeah, pretty much. There is actually a cool gimmo. Gimmo? The fuck is a gimmo? God. There is actually a cool gizmo. Whole bunch of stuff you can put in Cyber Eyes in the actual RPG. One of the things is called a tool laser, and it doesn't do much damage, but it's like one of those you can do a little zot at somebody, like look me in the eye and say that. Bzzz. Yeah, there's all kinds of interesting things that you can put inside a Cyber Eye. The Cyber Eye cameras are my personal favorite. Gimmo marks. Well, I mean, since we're using the female mod, maybe it should be the Mark's sister. Oh, wow. So now I have to figure out, I got a point of essence. Yeah, see, this is also going to fuck up magical healing. That's the only problem. Oh, yeah, the flashlight eye, like the flashlight eyes and the ones that have the flash packs in them. Yeah, those are neat. Yeah, I'm trying to decide what I want here. It's getting quicker would be nice, but, you know, later in the game being able to tank extra damage. But then again, I'm going to have the heavy combat armor for that. I think I want to go with the wired reflexes because I like the idea of being able to react quickly. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I have barely any essence left. I have like one little tiny piece of my soul going, help me! Cyberware. Muscle replacement. Dermal plating 1. Wired reflexes 2. I have actually... Yeah. I have actually gotten all the way down to like 0.03 essence once. I managed to like needle it down that far. And even then I was still able to get augmentations because we were using the BioWare rules too. Yeah, this is part of the reason why I didn't like 3rd edition enough, because everybody got to go, you know, ahead at the start of the turn no matter what your initiative was. And I'm like, well, if I'm supposed to have augmented initiative and, you know, out reacting everyone else, then what's the point of everyone going? And you can see the under body quickness and strength. You can see the C's there for the cybered stat. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of the stuff that I really like is BioWare, and they didn't do that in this game. I think I don't remember if ShadowTech was actually out before this game. Although they may have just decided not to do it just to simplify things. So I got some extra med kits that I picked up from, you know, killing people on the street. I did end up picking up an additional pistol too, the Warhawk. I tried it out and I wasn't that impressed with it. It was nice for the power of it, but I didn't like having to reload as quickly every time. Also, on top of that, in the Shadowrun game, that's a revolver. You can't silence that. So that's an interesting oversight they did for this. They were so meticulous on everything else, but yeah, yeah, 6-shot revolver, and they actually say it's a revolver up there, but you can silence it for some reason. Okay, so let's see. I think Boris has a contact that I want to talk about with. The only illumination in the greenhouse comes from the dirty skylights casting strange shadows. Seated at a cluttered desk is a wisp of a man hiding under a large hat. Come on in, just slot your cred stick before we start talking. Time is money, chum. I'm looking for some information. Information is a commodity like anything else. I charge a flat fee of 500 new yen for all my info, new yen up front. So hack up my fee and I'll spill all I know. Easy money, chum, or I'll pay. Boris watches the new yen roll off your cred stick. It gives me a warm feeling all over. You just ask me anything you want to know. I think I did this in the wrong order, actually. I'm gonna reload because I believe I was supposed to talk to someone else first. Very sorry about that. I thought he had a contact that I was going to be able to get. Actually, Gunderson might. Oh, I forgot. I meant to look up what Chucky Like was. I totally forgot. I'm looking for some contacts. Contacts. We all need contacts, don't we, small time? Let me give you a few words of advice. New contacts take a while to warm up. So treat them well and they'll do their best for you. That said, I got a line on a Decker who's pretty hot stuff. She's done some work for me and can probably teach you a thing or two about running the Matrix. You want her number for 1,000 new yen? Do I? That's a very good question. I don't remember if she really has anything good for me, but 1,000 new yen is a drop in the bucket right now anyway. Easy money, chummer, I'll pay. Okay. He jams your cred stick in the slot and gives it back after the balance has decreased. Now that I've deducted my finder's fee from your cred stick, I'll place her number in your pocket secretary. Name's Wilma Temmenhoff. Give her a call and tell her Gunderson sent you. Okay. Same one. Let's see. I need some questions answered. What do you know about a Johnson named Vigor? Hear about the new blood, have you? He's the new man on the streets. His contracts seem just a little too good, if you ask me. His profits must be a serious shade of red with the rates he's offering. Makes me wonder why he's been poking around in the rat's nest. Hey, are you thinking about making a deal with him? After all we've been through? That's gratitude. Oh yes, caseless ammo, very nice. Now let's talk about a different subject. I'll double check the rat's nest to see if he happens to be down there. I've run into Vigor at another place when I was doing my grinding. Okay, no, he's not down there. Oh, will you all just fuck right the fuck off? I thought I was not supposed to be getting harassment from y'all. Assuming they're Halloweeners, I really don't know, to be honest. Bid phone. Go back here a second. Well, to be fair, anybody who has a die coat on their knife can do that, warrior. book. Tips and clues. Ivan Habersheen. Okay, so she sells a couple of programs, neither of which I think I'm going to end up using, but be interesting to hear what she says anyway. And Ricky I met in the Jackal's Lantern. Not someone I'm going to be bothering with. He is a very entry-level shaman. I know exactly who I want for my magic user. Okay, well, let's go ahead and give Miss Temmenhoff a call. You connect to the Decker. She keeps the video display turned off. Interface quickly or disconnect. I would like to procure your services. Look, I'd rather be jacked into cyberspace, so unless we're going to make it worth my while, I'm going to flatline this conversation. Slot the stick if you want to keep this line active. You place your cred stick in the slot. Okay, partner, I suppose you want my expert knowledge on the Matrix, or maybe score some experimental software for your deck? Tell me about the Matrix. Sure, I can tell you some things to make running the Matrix a bit easier. I've done it all except tangle with the corpse. I'm not stupid. Okay, chummer, here it is. Many small companies are connected to the Matrix, and so they are all open for inspection. Most of these companies expand so fast they jam on a new node and stick some low white ice in to guard it. They're idiots. All you have to do is sleaze or deceive the white ice and the gray will never know. Duh. So always check the end pads. Usually you can find a quicker way to the CPU much easier than straight through these poorly defended systems. That is true. I'll show off a Matrix system before we're done tonight, so you can get an idea. Let's see what she says about these things. I've got some new softs like you've never seen. The first is Rebound. It puts up a shield that deflects incoming attacks back at the ice. It degrades quickly, but otherwise it's great. The other is Degrade. This attacks the node itself. It kind of short-circuits the security logic, giving your software a better chance to do its thing. I can sell you a level 3 version of either for 5,000 new yen. Are you game? Now, Rebound actually is available at the Crime Mall. I think Degrade might. The thing is, neither of them are programs that I'm really going to be using with the way I like to do the Matrix runs. So I'm going to go ahead and pass for now. Nice chatting with you. Goodbye. Chat with you later. Okay, so I think maybe I am supposed to go talk to Boris. Okay, I'll lay a save state before we do this. I'm looking for some information. I'll pay. Gives one a warm feeling all over. You just ask me anything you want to know. Tell me what you know about my brother Michael. Now there's a rarity. I haven't a clue what you're talking about, chum. Tell you what, I'll start digging around and see what I can come up with. Nope, still nothing. I'll talk to you later, chum. Come back when you've caught up on your new yen. Okay, well, I'm guessing we're going to have to come back and deal with him later. So let's see. We did the Halloweeners. We did that. I want to go by Gunderson, actually. Okay, yeah, I am going to have to go through these one at a time, because I want to show everybody what a ghoul run looks like. No, I'm not running people around for you. I'll do that off camera, maybe. Good God damn it. Give me the ghoul hunt. Jennifer and ghoul hunt. Oh, for God's sakes. This place is just lousy with ghouls. I know it is. There we go. There is a community of ghouls somewhere in the Redmond Barrens. They have been preying on the citizens there. Kill as many as possible and return here for payment. You are offered 20 new yen for each ghoul killed. Payment for this run is 20. Fuck you. Okay, look, I do want to show this off, but I'm not going to do it for that piddly little amount of money. So bear with me a second, and blame it on Gunderson here. Because he's the one holding up things. Community of ghouls? No, still... Ugh. Seriously, man? I had him give me up to 100 new yen per ghoul. With 7 negotiation. So I know he can do better than this. Oh, for God's sakes. Come on. Making me a little bad here. Gunderson. I misread that as escort my client John Moxley. I'm like, he would not need an escort. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Payment for this run is 100 new yen each, up to 20 kills max. What do you say, friend? Yes. So, cheeky-dake. So I want to check something before we go into that. 20 clips, yeah. Okay. So, both of the Barrens and I think some parts of the other maps will have abandoned buildings. Haggard man collapses at your feet. His skin is pale and cold to the touch. A well-dressed man runs up, followed by 2 ordinary thugs. I'm a doctor and this patient has escaped. Help us capture him and I'll pay you. The man looks like a typical doctor to you. Let's try doing the noble thing. Leave him alone or you'll be sorry. The doctor turns to his 2 assistants. Let's go. This one's about dry anyway. The man weakly approaches you. Thank you for your help. They wanted my blood. Let me reward you for turning them away. Here's 100 new yen. The man staggers off. Yes, yeah, if you help them, you get 50 new yen either way. You enter an abandoned building. Ghouls tend to gather here, packs of them waiting for some fresh meat. Entering the foul place, you smell the stench of rotted flesh and hear the sound of movement. Inviting. Yeah, some of the other maps have abandoned buildings. The Barrens definitely do. This is the only one in the Redmond Barrens. So what we're looking for here are ghouls. They'll usually show up in groups of, I think, up to 5 or 6. There they are. They are the only thing that counts towards the bounty. They are not the only thing in here. And occasionally they'll drop some new yen so we can make some extra bank off of them. So we got 3 so far. If y'all wouldn't mind helping me keep track of the number, I'm terrible at remembering. So I usually end up probably shooting about an extra 10 just to make sure I get maximum money. And one of the tricks I found here is to kind of let things scroll in and oh shit, that is vampire. At least I'm pretty damn sure that is what that is. But he is fast and he hurts a lot. And on top of it, to make things worse, it doesn't count towards the total, like I mentioned. But yeah, I usually end up shooting like an extra 10 ghouls just to make sure I've hit the maximum. And in this area, I have to be very careful about not getting into a situation where you're cornered or surrounded, kind of like that. And you want to get rid of the fast ones first. Some of the ghouls will be 28 days later type ghouls. Yep. Reload. You are going to burn through ammo fairly quickly here, but it's worth it. Sadly, unfortunately, if the ghouls or the vampire kill you, you do not get to become one. I'm not honestly sure if someone's done it, but I really hope... Oh god, gargoyle. Those are fairly tough sometimes. Thank you, Gamigumo. Appreciate that. I don't know if someone's done a mod for the Shadowrun games on PC, the Shadowrun Returns series, to let you become a vampire or something like that. I know they have Kufang in the Hong Kong one. It's one of the reasons why I've always liked the Elder Scrolls games, because I can become a vampire or a werewolf mid-game. And thanks to mods, people have made other things. I like that mid-game transformation stuff. Keeps things interesting. Yeah, this is a lot tougher in the early goings when you have a weaker pistol and weaker firearm skill. Now I got stronger firearms. I got the Smart Link. I'm moving faster. That definitely helps. Now you see with the wired reflexes how much quicker I'm shooting. Okay, we're past 20, okay. Yeah, once you're past 20, there's not really much of a point to keep killing them, because Gunderson's not going to pay you for them. Although they do apparently count towards the killing things earning of karma. It's kind of a rough way to go about it, though. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and bug out. And go get our money. That entrance to that particular building is very unnerving, because I've had groups of ghouls catch me in there before, and as long as they're on the screen, you can't exit. So I've had to face them in a very narrow chicane. Holy friend, don't be so obvious. Old Gunderson's got your creds right here. He makes the transactions and gets back to business. So another 2,000. You know, that's good, because I was in such desperate need of funds. Okay. Later, chum. Let's see if I got any extra karma out of that. Yeah, I did get an extra karma point for completing the mission. So that's good. So let's see. Now, a lot of the things that I want to get are through contacts, so I have to kind of meet someone to meet someone. And in some cases, I have to go an extra step for that. So let me refer to my notes here. Let's see. Okay, I think I know where I want to go next. There's the Pulley Up Barrens. You say you want to get to the Pulley Up Barrens? You say you want a revolution? That's a little out of my way, chum, or it'll cost you 40 new yen to get there. How about it? Sure thing, cabby. Hop in, chum. Now, I'm just trying to remember exactly where these guys are. Entering a deserted store, you see an orc gang member playing with a switchblade. You're on dangerous ground, chummer. This is the orcs' home turf. I'm looking for some information. I want to talk to your boss. We're going to do information first. What'd you want to know? Tell me about the Halloweeners. The Wieners own the Redmond Barons. They're errand boys for the Yakuza. When they come over here, we like to give them a nice welcome. Tell me about the I-5ers. Stupid go-gangers. They're too small-minded to grab some turf to call their own, so they just ride the highways, making life miserable for all of us. Go-gangers typically are biker gangs, normally the crotch rocket type. Oh, the things that... Later, chump. The things that people will realize in time, or won't. I want to talk to your boss. The boss has been expecting you. Follow me. Now, this is because I have good reputation, or high reputation, rather. You are led down into the basement where you meet with the leader of the orc gang. You're a lucky gal, Judith. Most people don't see me unless they're dead. Then how would they see, unless they're ghosts, or ghouls? I don't know. What is it you want from the orcs, chum? Maybe protection from our gang? Or maybe you want to meet a chummer who works for us? I need protection from your gang. I'm looking for some contacts. Nice chatting with you. Goodbye. Well, first thing I'm looking for are contacts. Toss me 5,000 new yen and I'll give you our boy's number. And yes. His name is Henry J. Culver. He was our boy in the mayor's office. We have him on our payroll, so he'll talk to you. Oh, and don't forget to grease his palm or the little worm won't do you no good. Yeah, this is going to be a very good guy to know. So I'm going to talk to the boss again. Road Rash is here, surrounded by sycophantic gang members. All right, no sucking up in front of company. Need protection from your gang. Give me 2,000 new yen and the orcs will treat you like one of their own. He chuckles slightly. Yes. He ties a smelly scarf around your arm. That should keep my pals from hurting you too bad, but I ain't promising nothing. By the way, I know how you can get out of paying cab fare. Oh yeah? How can I ride the cabs for free? Well, the cabbies are orcs, and they all give orcs a free lift, or they find they don't have a cab in the morning. But I got a secret way for humans to get the same treatment. Is it worth 500 new yen for that secret? Now, if I remember correctly, the simple fact that you have the orc scarf actually entitles you to the free cab rides. So I think he might be just trying to extort 500 out of me. But I'm going to lay down a save state here and just double check. So I'm going to say no for right now. Oh, you're too quick for us, Judith. I guess it's pretty obvious that wearing that armband will get you free rides. Can't blame an orc for trying. Goodbye. Okay, yeah, I was right. Let's see. What's we got here? Get your pathetic carcass out of here before I lose my self-control. Yeah, that scarf was worth the money. Truly. Okay, that's an abandoned building down there. A flustered woman passes by you. A moment later, a grungy man passes in pursuit of the woman. It seems to you that he is planning to harm her. Alright, let's just ask, hey, what's going on here? The woman calls to you for help. The thug that was following her calls to some friends as he pulls his weapon. And I find it kind of amusing that the thugs, and this also is the icon, or the sprite that they use for the I-5ers gang, is the exact same one they used for the guy you were escorting around earlier in the game.